The average self-published book sells 50 copies in a lifetime. Now, I doubt you want to spend 4 or more months working on a book for it to only sell 50 copies total. Please watch till the end because we are going to highlight the reason that happens and how to make sure that your book does not drown in the 10,000 new books that are published every single day. So in order to teach this, I need to back up and share with you one of the most powerful business lessons I've ever learned, and that is the power of tangibility. Allow me to explain. So there's a guy named Tanner Chidester. He's a super successful entrepreneur. He's done like 100 million in sales online. He's doing a live Q&A on his Instagram one day, just analyzing people's offers for free. And some guy hops on there and he says, "Tanner, what do you think of my offer? I'm going to help people level up by fixing their mindset." Tanner's reply was, "You got to make it tangible. If it's not tangible, good luck." Dan Henry is an entrepreneur who has done 30 plus million in sales. And he wrote this Facebook post that still stands in the back of my mind to this day. The post said that the difference between a program that sells and one that doesn't, or one that you can sell for $60 versus $6,000, comes down to whether the program has a QER, which stands for quantifiable end result. And the other day I'm driving around Denver and I'm looking at the different businesses and I'm like, oh, there's a yoga place, there's a burrito place, this one sells life insurance. And I realized that all these businesses also offer something tangible. You know exactly what you're getting when you go in there and you spend your money. And to further convince you of the importance of tangibility, just literally open your own credit card statement and look at the last 10 or 15 things you bought. I bet that every single one of them was tangible. If you didn't know what you were getting, you wouldn't have bought it. You'd probably be like challenging that charge and being like, I didn't pay for this. I don't know what this is. And the reason I'm telling you all this is because if you want a book that's actually going to sell and get you clients and stuff, it's no different. A book must offer a tangible solution for you to a problem. People are not actually buying a book. They're actually buying a solution to a problem that they have. It happens to be packaged in a book, but it could have been in an online course. It could be in a YouTube video. It could be in a one-on-one coaching program. It could be in a mastermind or a cohort or you name it. So the first thing to do is just stop thinking about a book altogether and say, what problem do I solve? Because if the problem that your book solves is not clear, no one is going to have a reason to buy it. Therefore, it will not sell. It's the quickest way to guarantee that your book just drowns on Amazon and no one ever buys it. And you're like, why did I even spend all that time writing it? But furthermore, if you go build a book funnel or try to sell it on your website and you try to promote that book on social media or to your email list, it also won't sell for the same reason. Let's talk about how to come up with a tangible solution first. And then you can think about putting it in a book. I wrote my second book, Nail Your Niche, which really goes into detail on how to do this. And I get DMs every week from people who read the book and they're like, thanks for this book. It was awesome, Brian. What do you think about my offer? And it'll be like, how to level up your leadership skills. And I'm like, that's still really not tangible because it's hard to measure when the leadership skills have grown. And usually someone wants to level up their leadership so that they can make more revenue or some other hard end point type of goal. Now, when I was a real estate investing coach, I tried a lot of different offers. My most successful one was how to buy your first rental property. That one was doing, $30K per month. I was selling high ticket clients easily. And the reason I was able to do that was because of the tangibility of the offer. It's like, dude, do you want to buy a rental property? You want me to hold your hand and walk you through the whole process? Okay, it's $6,000. I'll keep working with you until you close on your first deal. So you and I would have this clear finish line that we were going to cross together. It wouldn't just be this vague like life coaching offer where you don't really know what you're getting. My most recent book, Get Clients with a Book, is another example. Like, you're going to buy this so that you can learn how to write a book that gets clients for your business. Some of you watching this like, yeah, you got these tangible offers, Brian, but my thing is like more vague and it's harder to define. Totally get it. I've been there and a lot of my clients feel the same way. So let's do the best we can to come up with the most tangible version of your offer on this video. Once you have clarity on that, you will be able to return to your book idea and put that in the packaging. That's what the book will be about: title, subtitle, outline. It informs the whole thing. Okay, in order to figure out what your tangible offer or outcome is, we have to talk about something called the big three markets. They are health, wealth, and relationships. And there's really a fourth one that's like happiness, spirituality, inner peace. That one is a little harder to sell in, but if that's your niche, you should stay strong to what you want to help people with, and I'll help you come up with something tangible within that umbrella. But the first question to answer is, which one of those four markets are you in? Because that's the thing that people pay for. People take their wallets out to learn how to make more money, to learn how to find love, to learn how to be thin and sexy and muscular and all that, right? And they also pay to help with anxiety, overwhelm, to find more peace in their lives. And here's the reason why it's so important for you to focus your outcome around one of these big markets. So I'm sure you have a friend who has always struggled to find the right relationship. And this friend bounces from one relationship to the next, and they can never seem to make one work. Now, that friend of yours doesn't actually know that they are the problem. They don't know that they need to grow on the inside in order to be ready to be with that person that they want. And they might be scrolling Facebook looking for an ad on how to find their soulmate or how to find a partner. However, if there's an ad that's like how to grow as a person, they're just going to scroll right past that. So you advertise the results, like you say, how to find your ideal partner. And then when they click and they buy the book or they buy your coaching program or whatever, module one can be, turns out you got to grow as a person. By then they'll be committed and hopefully do it. But you don't want to sell the work that needs to be done. You want to advertise the end result that they want. Meet them at their level of awareness. Your friend does not know that they need to grow personally. They just know that they have this problem where they can't find someone to be with. This is where the mantra comes from. Sell them what they want, then give them what they need. Now, if you're still like, well, personal growth is my thing, personal growth is too vague. Personal growth can lead to more wealth, to more health, to more relationships, and to more inner peace and less anxiety and overwhelm. I would pick one of those. I wouldn't write a book about personal growth. I would pick one of the big four markets to center everything around, because that's why people want to grow. People usually want personal growth because they're like, if I grow as a person, I'll make more money. If I grow as a person, I'll attract my dream, spouse. If I grow as a person, that will look like me, taking better care of my health, and I'll be more like mentally at peace. Personal growth kind of underlies all these more external outcomes. Some people watch this are like, well, I don't want to talk about making money. I don't want to talk about, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying it's going to be way harder to sell anything if you don't. Now, when it comes to picking your big market, I recommend choosing the one that you spend the most time on. I don't mean like what you think you care about the most. I mean, if I looked at your schedule, if I had a video camera and I could watch what you were doing all day and categorize, is this a health, wealth, relationship? Which one dominates? And if I'm like reading books about business and listening to YouTube videos about business and working on my business for multiple hours every day, I'm probably a wealth guy, right? And I should help other people get more clients. And so that's the outcome that I chose. All right, once you choose your big market to be within, then you have to figure out the tangible result within that market that you're going to sell. I'm going to give you some examples. For health, it could be lose 10 pounds, gain 10 pounds of muscle, or clear your skin of eczema. For wealth, it could be create $2,000 in passive income, start your first small business, or grow your YouTube channel to 10,000 subscribers. For relationships, it could be how to get a peaceful divorce and then find a partner afterwards, how to find your soulmate, it could be how to make 3 lifelong friends. And for the happiness inner peace market, it could be to cure your anxiety, to get you out of overwhelm, or this one's a bit more vague, but to experience a sense of inner peace throughout your day. I think that's just tangible enough where people know what it is. And some people, in fact, a growing amount of people are going to be willing to pay for that. I am a big believer in the spiritual growth and, achieving inner peace above all else. That's something that's growing in popularity as we become a more conscious species. So I'm not saying like run from it. I'm just making you aware of the fact that it is harder to sell. That's why a company that teaches people like meditation is not going to get as big as like ClickFunnels, where Russell Brunson's teach people how to make money online, because people will pay more to make money than they will to fix their anxiety. All right. So lastly, I have an exercise I want to share with you that will help you discover the tangible outcome you are best suited to deliver. So first, you've picked your big market, right? And I've given you some examples of tangible outcomes in the market. I want you to list out all the tangible outcomes you could get for somebody in your big market. If you're wealth, it could be like build website, write an email sequence, get them their first 3 clients, or make their first $10,000, or build them a sales process. And once you have everything listed out, I want you to score each tangible outcome in 2 ways. First, we give it a score on a scale from 1 to 10 in terms of how excited you are about delivering that outcome, like how passionate are you about that specific topic. 2, how confident are you in your ability to deliver that outcome. Obviously, we want you to love the offer that you deliver, and we want you to be good at it and have the competence. If you don't love it, you're probably going to quit. And if you're not that good at it, you're not going to have much confidence. You're not going to be able to sell it. Obviously, don't choose an outcome that you have not already gotten for yourself or someone else. That is unethical. You won't be able to sell it. It's not going to work. And once you complete that exercise, you usually will have 1 or 2 outcomes where you add the scores together and they are like head and shoulders above the rest. That is the outcome that you should consider selling. Now you have something that's very tangible, that you enjoy, and that people want. And now you can take that back and inject it into your book as the overall concept for your book. And now you just saved yourself months of writing some vague book about personal growth that no one's ever going to read. Last point, if you're struggling to figure out your tangible outcome, I feel you. This took me a long time to figure out on my own. I had to sort of take this zigzag path to get to where I am now, where I help people write books. I will tell you, when I found it, I realized like, wow, I've actually been writing books my whole life. Like when I was a kid, I wrote and illustrated like 15 books, wrapped them up in that dinosaur like sticky paper with like cardboard binding. When I got, I was into my coaching business much later on, I wrote and published 2 books on Amazon to grow my coaching business. And it came very naturally to me. I just wanted to do it. I had people start to ask me like, how do you write a book to grow your coaching business? And then I realized like, yeah, writing's kind of that thing that I've always been doing. It comes naturally to me. And like looking back, it was kind of obvious, but it took me literally until just last year to figure that out. Don't beat yourself up if you haven't found your thing yet, but I will tell you that it could be right under your nose like mine was all along. So if you look at your past, you say, what have I always done like naturally? Like what's that thing that I just do? And then also, what are you really good at that you might take for granted? I didn't really think anyone wanted me to help them write because I was just like, writing's not that hard, Why would someone want to pay for that? The truth is it's not easy for everyone. I just was fortunate to where I can sit down and just the words just spill out. A lot of times, like that unique gift that you have for the world is something that's not so obvious to you because it comes naturally to you. And it's so easy that you have trouble seeing how someone would ever pay you for it. But the truth is they will. And finally, if you want my help from every step, from conceptualizing your book to coaching you through all of the writing, outsource all the editing and the cover design and funnel build to me. Me and my team do all of that for you so that you have a successful book project that sells on Amazon, sells in your funnel, and brings you high ticket clients into your business. Click the link down in the description or the pinned comment to grab a call with me, and let's have a casual chat about your book idea, see if it has legs, and see if we would be a good fit to work together. Thank you so much for watching this. Appreciate you being here. I'll see you in the next one.